What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be testing out a brand new collection from Lottie London, which is, of course, their collaboration with Imogenation. So I got sent this the other day, and I saw this envelope, and it says, cameras at the ready, get your Insta husband/wifey to film you opening this now for a surprise AF photo moment. I have no idea what to expect from this. I've been like squishing it. It feels like there's something hard in here, but yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but I've been like dying to open this up on camera. Well, that scared the absolute shit out of me. Little butterflies, little spinny elastic band butterflies that just, okay, that just knocked some makeup on the floor. Thanks for that, Imogen and Lottie London. Gave me a bloody heart attack. So this is the Ultra Glow collection. So inside it's just got a load of product details. So it says like all the prices and everything like that. So inside, I'm guessing this is what is in this box. So by the looks of things, we have a cream highlighter, loose highlighter, cream eyeshadow, and a gloss. You guys know I'm all about highlighter, so I'm excited to open this up. Hopefully there's no bloody butterflies in here. I've already shat myself once on camera today. Hey. Nice. There's a whole lot of glow going on here. So inside this PR box, as you can see, you've got Imogen's lovely face right at the top here and little like hashtags and everything. And inside, I didn't actually realize you got like more than one shade, if that makes sense. So you get 3 of the Ultra Glow cream eyeshadows, 2 of the Ultra Glow loose highlighters. You get the cream highlighter palette, which has 4 shades in it. And then you get 2 different glosses as well. So obviously it goes without saying, but congratulations to Imogen and Lottie London. This looks very, very nice. Like, I've been eyeing these guys up. These loose highlighters. This one in particular, I'm like, need it all over my face. So I have tried out Lottie London products in the past, and generally speaking, I like a lot of their stuff. Like, I love the loose powder. Can someone please tell me if it's being discontinued? Because I can't find it anywhere, and some of you have messaged me saying that it's being discontinued, which breaks my little heart. But yeah, generally speaking, I love a lot of their products, so I do have high hopes for this. I mean, I've never really tried out any of their cream highlighters, liquid eyeshadows, or loose highlighters. I'm not even sure they do any other ones of those, so I'm very, very interested to try them out. So without further ado, let's get them on my face. So first of all, I'm going to try out the cream highlighter quads. We have 4 different shades. We have Hun, Sugar, Prinny, and Angel, and they look like this. So these are all creams. I don't normally like cream highlighters that much, but I'm willing to give them a go. So let's do a couple of little swatches. Oh, okay, that's actually a lot nicer than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be a little bit kind of like, I don't know, like thick, but it actually just feels like a liquid. Peace. Okay, so they all seem to be quite pinky tone, apart from this guy here. So chances are I'm probably going to go for this one. Let's just see how they swatch. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this like golden shade, although they do look very, very nice, especially if we like blend them out. They do look a little bit more subtle and not as pinky. But yeah, I think I will go for the more golden shades. So I think I'm just going to apply that with my fingers, to be honest. Okay, let's see. I did originally have highlighter on, so if you can see anything, that's my bad. I did try to get rid of it. Yeah, I did have highlighter on. I just tried to blot it away, but let's just try this out. Just going to pat it into my skin. I might only do it on like one side of my face to see how the loose highlighters kind of work without it. But I also want to see how they work with it as well. Okay, that gives a nice little glow. It's not like overly intense. I mean, you can definitely see it there. It is more of like a kind of dewy finish. But yeah, that looks nice. It looks nice over the top of powder as well. You guys know I don't normally powder down like that much. So it's not like I'm applying this over a lot of powder or like a really matte foundation. But yeah, it blends out really nicely. Let's take a touch more and I will put that above my brow. Yeah, it's more of just like a subtle glow. It's not anything overly metallic, which is what I was expecting, but I do still really like how this looks. Yeah, it's quite nice. I mean, it's not overly intense or anything. It's definitely more of like a subtle highlight, but it does catch the light nicely. Doesn't really seem to leave much of a cast on the skin. Maybe like the tiniest bit here, but nothing major. Yeah, it looks nice. It's just kind of like lifted my cheeks a little bit. I might even though I know I've already got some highlighter on my nose, take a little bit there and just add to it. Yeah, nice. All right, so now I'm just going to dive straight in with the loose highlighters. So like I said, it does come in 2 different shades. We have Pure, and then we have Loyalty. Loyalty seems to be a little bit darker, kind of more of like a goldy bronze, and Pure is slightly more of like a champagne color. So I feel like that one's maybe going to be a little bit more suited to me. Let's take a little look. I've only ever really used loose highlighters from Artist Couture, Kylie, and I feel like that's maybe it. I feel like I'd maybe try one from Primark or something. So that's kind of what I've got it to compare to. Where are my tweezies? Spoil my night, spoil my night, my night. The hell? Alright, so this is the lighter shade and this is the slightly darker one. Let's just give him a little swatch. Okay, that is a lot. Let's just put that there. So this is the lighter one. Okay. Looks quite subtle. I was looking at this thinking it was going to be like, woo, it's quite subtle. But maybe it'll look a little bit different like on the skin. Okay. That one looks a little bit more metallic. I don't know about you guys, but that one does seem to be like popping out a little bit more. But let's try them on the face. I'm just trying to see how this one will look like blended out. The darker one. I feel like I could sometimes get away with it, but I feel like right now it'll be a little bit too dark because I don't have like my darkest fake tan on. So yeah, I'm going to go in with the lighter one, which was called Pure. And I'm going to take some of that on my brush. I've taken a lot on my brush right now, but then I'm going to take the lids and just kind of like swirl it around there just to make sure I've got it like all over the brush. Oh, I'm excited about this. Okay, let's see what you got. Nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting it to be a bit more intense, but that still does look very, very nice. I know not everyone's into like crazy ass highlighters like me. Yeah, I was expecting it to be a little bit more like, woo, metallic, crazy. But that still is very, very pretty. I feel like if you're somewhere kind of in the middle, like for me, there's like not liking highlighter, and then I'm all the way over here with like a little bit too obsessed with it. I feel like this is somewhere near the middle where it's like, I mean, it's obviously there. It's obviously like popping and it looks great. It's just like, it's not stupidly intense that you can literally like see it from space, but it's also not like a barely there kind of look. Like if you're going for like no makeup, this is still makeup, like obvious highlighter, but it's not like my super crazy intense highlighter that I'm necessarily used to. But I do still really like it. Like, I've put a lot on my face right now, so I feel like I kind of need to blot that away a little bit in a minute. But it blends out really nicely. Doesn't look like anything on my skin at all. Leaves the tiniest little cast. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but just here. Maybe need to, like, bring that out a little bit. But it has left a slight little cast kind of here. But I feel like if I just maybe blot that away on my cheek, it might just disappear. Maybe? Yeah, that's a little bit better. So maybe try to just keep it like on the outer corner and outwards. I did go a little bit crazy with that one then. Right, I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to apply it slightly differently. So I'm not going to like swirl my brush around in the lid. I'll just show you. Tapping my brush in the product like that and then just tapping it lightly in the lid just so I haven't got like a crazy amount on my brush. So obviously that was it with the cream highlighter underneath. Let's try it without. So just kind of make sure all of the remnants of my highlighter before gone. Shall I try? You know what? It's pretty much the end of the day, so I'm actually going to take a little bit of that darker one. Maybe. Yeah, the darker one looks more metallic. This is definitely going to leave a little bit of a cast on me. Yeah, I feel like that one looks a little bit more metallic. This one looks a little bit more kind of like dewy, like kind of wet looking and more like radiant, I guess. Whereas this one is a little bit more metallic, which I like. I want my face to like it's made of metal. Maybe if I take a little mixture of both of them. You know, I'm going to take a little mixture of both. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm making a full-on mess here. Let's try that. Ooh! Yeah, mixture of the two. Like, I like the colour of the lighter one. It's a bit more suited to me. But I feel like I like the metallicness of the darker one. So I'm going to mix them together. Let's try it on this side again. Yeah, it's just a bit more like, bam, bitch. Nice! Okay, my cheek is looking so glowy right there. Yep. Probably too much highlighter. Is there such a thing? Yeah, that's nice. So now I'm just going to take a little pencil brush and I'm just going to add to whatever is on my inner corner right now. Let me try that with the lighter one. Yeah, it's definitely more of like a slightly less metallic finish. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is obviously like lighter, so it will make my eyes look a little bit brighter, but it's a little bit less metallic. All right, let's do a little bit more to my brow. I'm actually just going to take my finger and go over my cupid's bow a little bit as well. Okay, yeah, that dark one is way too dark for me, especially on my cupid's bow. Whoops, my bad. And then I'm just going to go back in with my lip liner. All right, so that's it for highlighter. I don't know. I really like it, but I'm trying to figure out which sides I prefer. I feel like it looks a little bit more smooth with the cream highlighter underneath. I don't know. It does look a little bit more airbrushed. But I feel like on this side, maybe it's because I mixed the two together originally. I feel like maybe I prefer like this little mixture that I've got going on. But I do really like it with the cream base underneath. So maybe if I did the cream base and then mix the two together and did that on top, I'd like it. Yes, that'd be very, very good. But yeah, this is nice. I'm really impressed as to how it just like blends into the skin and doesn't look like a powder or anything like that. It's very, very finely milled. Screw it. Let's go on my shoulders as well. Yeah, look, it's like full on just like radiant glow. It's not metallic. It's not overly like Instagram highlighter. It's just, oh, I like it. So now I think we'll move on to the 3 eyeshadow cream thingies. I'm just going to take those out. So obviously we've got 3 different shades. We have Shoot. I don't know what that means, but it's like this kind of like bronzy-ish color. We then have Can't Cope, which is like a nice gold, which I feel like I will maybe try that one out. And then we also have Storytime, which is more of like a kind of, I don't know, like a brassy sort of gold. Yeah, I feel like I might maybe do a little something with these. Obviously, again, I have got a little bit of shimmer on my lid right now, but it's very, very minimal. It has kind of worn off. So I think I will give these a go. Just like rip them open. The barbarian that I am. Okay, this one is the most exciting one to me. So this one was in the shade Can't Cope. So it's like a doe foot applicator. Maybe give it a little bit of a mix. Nothing was really coming out then. Okay, there we go. I was expecting it to be more of like a foil, but it's like a kind of glittery situation. That looks pretty. You have to kind of like load up the product a little bit to kind of get it to be opaque. But yeah, okay, that's better. That looks nice when you load it up a bit more. So the next one I'm using is in the shade Storytime. Ooh. Okay, that one looks better. That one looks a lot more opaque just from the get-go. And then, just because we're here, I will just go ahead and try out the other one in the shade Shoot. I don't know what that means. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that one's a lot more opaque as well. You can definitely see that one there. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to go in, first of all, with Storytime. And without getting it on my lashes, hopefully, I'm just going to pop it on my lid there. Okay, that looks super opaque on my lid. I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of my lid and at the center of my lid as well. Trying not to get it on my mascara. And then I don't know the best way to apply this. I'm going to like tap it out with a flat brush and just see how we go with that. And I might add another layer in a second as well. Ooh, that actually looks a lot like the Stila Magnificent Metals in Smoky Kitten. Smoky Storm. That's the one. That looks a lot like it, actually. And those bad boys are not cheap. They're like £24. Okay, let's add a touch more. Make it super opaque. And just kind of buff that lightly. I just switched my brush over a bit then. Just something a little bit more fluffy so I can buff it in. Gathering a little bit in my crease. I'm having to tilt my head back. I'll then just grab a brush that I was using earlier and just smoke that out a touch. Just so I don't lose my crease shade. That looks a lot like the Stila, whatever the hell it's called. That one. Do you know the one I mean? All right, let's try it on this eye. Okay, this is going on absolutely fine now. I flippin' love the Stila Magnificent Metal things, so I'm getting very excited about these. I wasn't really expecting, I was expecting to love the highlighters, but I feel like I'm actually loving this a little bit more. I mean, like I said, I flippin' love the Stila Magnificent Metals. So the fact that I've discovered like a dupe that's literally like a fifth of the price. I'm very, very excited. I find the best way with these things is just to kind of like tap it in and just keep tapping, and eventually it'll all kind of like blend itself out. And then again, my brush. Just buff that out, buff out any edges. That's nice. All right, so that was Storytime, which is what I've got on my eyeballs now. I'm now going to go in with Can't Cope, just on the inner corner. So this is the one that wasn't really like picking up the best. Maybe it just needs a little mix. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, I think if you have any like problems with these and you don't feel like the doe foot is picking much up, just give it a little mix around. Product's probably just like caught around the sides. So I'm going to take this guy here and just pop that on me in a corner a little bit more, like this. And then same brush, because I'm lazy, because I really don't think it matters, to be honest. Just going to tap that in as well. Okay, yes, these are pretty much exactly like the Stila ones. I feel like the Stila ones are slightly thinner. These do feel ever so slightly more dry, like they will dry down quicker. But as long as you like work quickly, as long as you literally just like tap it on and then blend it out straight away, I don't think you'll have much of an issue. And I mean, you're going to be saving yourself 20 quid. So yeah, I will say the only thing I have noticed is like moving my eyes around, you can feel them on your eyes. Like if you're packing on this kind of amount as they dry down, you can feel it kind of like not cracking, but I feel like I've got something on my eyes. It's not really something that bothers me as such because I'm used to having like loads of makeup on my eyes and contacts and like false lashes and everything. But yeah, you can feel them. The Stila ones you can't really feel. This I feel like if I move I feel like if I like move my face around a little bit, maybe I need to just like stretch it out. Yeah, see, I was too busy talking then and I didn't put myself in the eye then. I didn't blend it out like in time. So it has kind of bunched up a little bit. Let me see if I can fix that. Just like go over the center like this. And just kind of add to it. Nice. Yeah, I like these a lot. They are definitely like one of the best dupes that I've come across for the Stila Magnificent Metal thingies. Is that actually what they're called? Or have I just fully made that up? I think that's what they're called. Those things. Anyway. But yeah, it's like the closest dupe that I found. They seem to have dried down pretty much fully. Little tiny bit of transfer, but literally only like a few little specks of glitter. But yeah, I love how that looks. Like the one in the shade Storytime especially. Love that one. All right, so next move on to glosses. And I mean, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of glosses, but I'll give them a shot. So I think I'm probably going to go for the one in the shade B, which is like this kind of clear, goldy looking gloss. Because this one here in the shade 13 does just look a little bit too pinky for me right now. So let's give this a go. How do I get in? I'm pretty sure I have actually some of the Lottie London glosses like in my little testing drawer there, but I've not actually gotten around to trying them out yet. Is it a doe foot? Ooh, okay, good. I was expecting it to be a squeezy tube, but it is a doe foot. Oh my God, and that smells like actual cake. Okay, so let's swatch that one here. Yeah, so this is just like a clear, shimmery kind of gloss. That smells so good, man. It smells like a Yankee Candle. Like a vanilla Yankee Candle. It's very nice. Okay, let's pop some of this on. I always ruin doe foots. Okay. Yeah, it has kind of like taken off what was like over the majority of my lips. But it feels nice. It doesn't look like too metallic. I was thinking it was going to be like a literal like gold shimmery gloss. But it does just have like reflex of gold in there, which I guess will make your lips look a lot more plump and juicy. I don't know, it's nice, but I feel like it's maybe a gloss that you would probably wear like on its own without any product underneath, because it does seem to kind of like break up the product a little bit. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but around my mouth here, it has given me like a little bit of a rim, which I don't want, so I'm going to try and get rid of that. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm not the best judge of character when it comes to glosses, but it feels comfortable. It smells great, and like I said, I feel like it would work a lot better if you just had like, I don't know, nothing really on the bulk of your lips. You could obviously line them and everything, but I feel like if you just kept it to the center of your lips, keep like the majority of lip products off from underneath, because it will kind of pick it up and almost dilute it a little bit. But yeah, it's not bad. All right, guys, so this is a finished look. Let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. Let me know which product seems more up your street. I have to say, I think my favorites do have to be like the loose highlighter, but in particular, these liquid eyeshadow thingies, which again, I was not expecting to love as much as I did. Like I said, let me know what your guys' favorite product was in the comment section down below. Let me know if you've tried anything. Let me know if there's any particular way you guys like to use them. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me, because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.